Hi there everybody. Welcome to my discussion post. My name is Zachary Frings. I'm currently enrolled in this class and enjoying every moment of my time with you all. Enjoy what you see. Thank you very much. The first question in this discussion post is, in what way does editing differ from what you previously thought? In my own opinion, what I have heard from when I was first studying in AV production as a young boy to this day, it makes a whole lot more sense now instead of piecing the puzzle together. Assistant editing, VFX has been my absolute favorite part of the three-step production process. Films, short films, even YouTube videos play an important role into how the story is told. Every cut and visual attribute should have a purpose. Professional editors weigh their choices against the staff on set and their decision about the hierarchy of needs when it concerns editing a film. Every position on set determines exactly how the audience feels when they hold their breath during high-stake moments. But I feel the film editor captures that the best, and also when they should get the emotional release when sitting in a theater or sitting at home watching a film. It just becomes natural for a boy who has been editing on Premiere and After Effects for 15 plus years. The second question in this discussion post: what is the thought process behind a given edit? Every program we are working on in this class, when it comes to Lightroom, Premiere Pro, and Photoshop, I have been more familiar with these programs since I was 11 years old in the CS5 and CS6 programs. When I'm in my chair sitting in front of a laptop, the thought process is all about defining a specific range of footage by labeling it correctly. That is the position an assistant editor does. Choosing the exact in and out points to ensure the most impactful moments make the final cut. And there's so many different kinds of cuts I could just talk about all day long. The realism of the best clips is being put together. When I edit, I am deciding whether to use the override edit to replace material without shifting the timeline, or an insert edit to push the story forward. Beyond the sequence, I am constantly evaluating the polish, determining if the shot needs more attention, lighting adjustments, angle adjustments, VFX adjustments to polish the material into seamless material. That's what I think personally my thought process is behind a given edit. Question 3 states, can a bad edit hurt a project? Or can a good one enhance subpar material? Absolutely. I believe a bad edit can hurt a project. 100%. In my own personal opinion, just based on what I was taught my whole life, watching a bad edit in a film or just a simple YouTube video reminds me of when I watch a comedian who is standing up on stage in front of a large audience, and then the comedian tells the bad punchline and no one laughs, and the comedian is just standing there in awkward silence. Great editing is a safety net. It can save subpar material. Editing is often sold as a cleanup job, but once I am actually in the chair, I can realize it is more like being the final writer of the script. I am the one sculpting the time frame and the emotional experiences of how the audience portrays the film. Transforming away the color correction and the VFX is laid out overall. Question 4 states, watch some examples of editing and discuss your thoughts on them. What are my thoughts? When I dug into these 3 examples, you see that professional editing isn't just about pulling clips in order. It's about the third rewrite, where you're manually sculpting the time and emotion the audience feels. In the Raging Bull sequence, the technical standout is how the editor uses rhythmic pacing to turn a violent sport into something dreamlike. By defining a specific range for the footage, literally finding those perfect in and out points. The edit stays focused on the internal psychological state of the fighter rather than just the action. This is a prime example of how a good edit acts as a safety net. Taking unpolished, tiled material, the Godfather baptism sequence shows the power of parallel editing to create a thematic collision that wasn't there in the individual shots. Technically, the thought process here is centered on the audio bridge, using the church organ to glue together and the holy vows of the violent murders happening elsewhere. It proves that a bad edit can tank a project by missing these rhythmic cues, while a good one can use technical tools like the three-way color corrector or a precise audio syncing to make a desperate scenes feel like one cohesive narrative. I'm deciding exactly when and where a shot is most effective, and that's what makes this sequence so jarring and impactful. Finally, the style of The Wire catches your attention because it avoids the typical flashy edit in favor of a reenacted documentarian feel instead of over-polished and seen with music or fast cuts. The editor relies on reaction shots and the material and the natural rhythm of the dialogue to build tension. It's a reminder that sometimes the best save an editor can make is knowing when not to cut away. By focusing on the manual exposure and natural color of the scene, the edit preserves a sense of realism that makes the project feel authentic and high-end rather than amateurish or overproduced. Question 5 in the discussion board. Again, in bullet points. My example video may not be a fan edit compilation video or anything from a live TV production. It must be a true high-end professional work. I decided to go with one of my favorite movies that came out last year, MartySupreme, inspired by real-life table tennis hustler Marty Reisman. Josh Safdie wrote and directed this film with significant involvement in the post-production process. Section 1, play from 000 to 025.
I have a purpose.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Do you make money at this little table tennis thing?
Not yet.
Do you have a job?
No.
Backhand! Backhand! Forehand!
How do you live?
Well, I live with the confidence if I believe in myself, the money will follow.
And what do you plan to do if this whole...
From the first 25 seconds of this film, the edit acts as a rhythmic engine, mirroring the protagonist's frantic ego through a sonic assault. The editor defines specific ranges for each clip using tight in and out points to sync the rapid clicking of table tennis balls with a high-intensity sound design. This prioritizes rhythm through continuity, elevating the unpolished energy of the footage into a deliberate psychological sprint. Section 2, from 26 seconds in to 50 seconds into the trailer.
Dream of yours doesn't work
That
out.
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Maybe it should.
There's no turning back.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Do you need any help? I could help you.
You wanna go hustling again? Put your money where your mouth is.
This section of the trailer shifts into a period modern collision, where the editor uses a three-way color corrector to bridge two vastly different eras. By adjusting exposure and color to mimic vintage film stock while maintaining consistent skin tones, the edit creates a stylized technical polish. This is paired with thematic choice of modern hip-hop needle drop to a dictate the pacing using eye trace to make the audience feel sized up by the character. Section 3, 51 seconds in to the end of the trailer.
177, 178, the mouse is back, baby, yeah! Welcome to your life. Marty.
I can't support your mother for
You're not gonna have to, because I'm gonna step up.
Step up
I'm gonna
how?
step up in a way you can't even imagine.
Marty, I'm gonna make you an offer.
I gotta do it completely on my own. It's every man for himself where I come from.
This is how I grew up.
Hey, what are you doing?
I don't think you understand the stakes here. You find that funny?
I get nervous laughter sometimes.
My eyes broke, or is that mouse, baby?
Thank you so much. You're my pop. We believe in you.
Hey, I'll rip that unibrow right off his forehead!
You want to get physical? Like an ape?
Come on, he's right here!
Have you ever thought about what you're doing to me?
Give us our money!
When they do, I'll be right behind you. Everybody wants to
And it's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
You think it's that simple?
Yeah, I do.
Everybody wants to
Oh, this is my part, this is my part!
The final section reaches an unbearable peak by utilizing overrides and insert edits to maximize tension through a psychological sprint. The cuts become significantly shorter to manually sculpt time and increase the viewer's pulse, effectively hiding any technical flaws in the tiled footage. Ultimately, the edit proves that emotion is the priority, landing the final punchline on a specific reaction shot rather than just physical action. Closing statement. Catch MartySupreme while it's still in some theaters to see a masterclass in how an editor sculpts time and rhythm to bring this character, Marty Reisman, based on the 1949 US Open, to life. It is the perfect professional example of how technical tools like color correction can bridge different eras and transform unpolished energy into a high-stakes psychological sprint. One of the greatest stories in professional sports. Thank you guys so much for watching. Best of luck with your future projects, everyone. I appreciate all the ones who watched my video. I spent a whole lot of time on this discussion, producing my own content and spending most of my time on Premiere Pro and Avid is my absolute passion. Thanks, y'all.